Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women have higher expectations of handsome men. Now this, I'm gonna tell you what, because lately I've been getting a lot of handsome men really sharing the issues they've been having in relationships. And it just goes to prove, okay, yeah, you're handsome. And as a professional model said, it gives you 40 extra seconds. But there's always some issues. Okay, yeah, you handsome. Yeah, the women think you fine. The women is all that. The problem with that is she has higher expectations of gratification from you. Because, and this is a scenario. And indeed, people who follow me a long time know, and I've talked a lot about average or even ugly men getting theirs. And I'm gonna touch on that because it's connected with the higher expectation women have of handsome men. All right, so like say a woman meets a handsome man. He's fine, shoot, he been listening, he does the body game. Okay, he a hunk. He's basically a hunk, he's handsome, got that body and everything. All right, so check it out, right? The woman, she's gonna feel like, oh yeah, this guy gonna turn me out. This man gonna make me smile. He gonna have me quivering and everything. Basically, that man starts, like on a scale of 1 to 10, that man starts off as a 10 based on her expectations. Not on how he look or anything, but what she expects to get from him. But this is what happens. Okay, he's handsome, but he's still human. He still might have some issues he's dealing with. He could, despite being handsome, he might not realize that he might have some low self-esteem. His confidence might be up there. He's human. He's gone through life. Shoot, he's had some ups and downs like everybody. And he might, and you know what, despite being handsome, he might have limited sexual experience. Oh, let me touch on that because I remember it was on that show Love Island, and it was this dude, look, shoot, he was total hunk. Even a heterosexual male got to acknowledge that, right? Check it out, though. Check it out. That dude said he had been only with 6 women in his life. I was like, what? See, the thing is, he still might not be good in bed. So that's one thing. So you know what? That woman, she all wet, panties coming down. Then that guy lasts only 3 minutes. She disappointed. But then there's another instance where, he does something. He ain't showing that, he's a dominant man or anything. I mean, there's so many little things. So remember, I said on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as his behavior, he starts off as a 10, but every time, okay, he don't make a holler in the bedroom. He goes down to a 9, maybe even an 8, all right? In fact, I'll put that down to an 8, especially the way women think about sex. All right, he ain't as dominant in a situation, oh, he go down to a 7. He's not working on the job that he needs to or something. He ain't making just on a basic level. Money still plays a part no matter what we're going to say. They at least want to know that, okay, this dude works. All right, boom. He keep dropping down. He keep doing stuff, and especially like he just shows some insecurity or something. He shows some insecurity. And fellas, if a woman look at you and say, you know what, you're insecure, you know what, just gracefully playing your exit. All right, you may have a couple more times to hit the shit, all right, but just gracefully playing your exit. So he keeps dropping down. All of a sudden, he started off at that 10. After a few months, he's down to that 3. And the woman rolls on. I've heard, and I've talked to a lot of women. They'll say, like, I knew this woman, she dealt with a guy who was an actual fashion model, but she said he ain't ring any bells in bed. Now, the same woman, a dude that everybody called ugly, he had her turned out. Now, remember I said I've done videos talking about how, average and ugly men getting women. The thing is, okay, the handsome man, he starts off at a 10. I'm gonna go extreme. I'm gonna start with the ugly guy. The ugly guy, all right? He starts off at a 1. Every little thing he does adds to his point. Every little thing he do. Like she find out this dude, well, this dude here, he can eat her out. All of a sudden he go from, one of those like just something to do sexual situation, she bored, nothing else happening. All of a sudden he eat her out. He turned her out. It's like this woman told me one time about this nice guy she decided to give some pussy to. She said, you know what, that dude had skills. All right, that dude got some sexual skills. All of a sudden, he started at 1, he's going to a 3 or even a 4. All of a sudden, in a situation where he needs to be dominant, he's dominant. All of a sudden, he's up to a 5. Like every little thing that ugly man, or really average man, a man gotta have really jacked up in this day and age to be ugly. You know, it's too much. Anybody can get a haircut, fix their teeth, do something if they got acne. So I'm gonna say average. So that average man is moving up with every little thing he do. He confident. Boom, he keep moving up. He's dominant. He's showing zero insecurity and stuff. In fact, I'm gonna get more into that confidence in the next one. But he ain't showing any insecurity. He's dominant. He ain't playing that. He's a leader. All of that. All of a sudden, that average guy, he starts looking great to the woman because his points are up. Now, how is it that average guy really got in there and stuff? Because the woman didn't have any expectations, so everything he does is a surprise. But see, the woman, she see that handsome man, she expecting everything. And the littlest thing that handsome man can do can like knock him down. Indeed, some women even look for that. Yeah, they'll look for it. They'll say, oh man, he handsome, he's this. They can put in tall, he muscular. They start looking for shit. Now, meanwhile, the average looking guy, they don't really look for anything. You know, everything he presents, it's like, wow. Because they ain't have any expectation of him at first. That's why a lot of average looking guys be doing it. That's why you sometimes you see them with that fine woman. He just moved on in. Meanwhile, the very handsome guy, the woman, shoot, she gonna find something. I've seen that with some women, because like I say, I've known tons of women, and they'll tell me about like some guy that say, yeah, he handsome, but he this. I mean, they just purposely looking. Meanwhile, you see him with some average looking guy he know he average. He might even call himself ugly. She's like, oh, he did this. She's looking at all the good things he do. Let's put it like this. Let's break it down just on simple terms. With the average looking guy, she's looking for all the good things. For the other guy, she's looking for all the bad things. And because she had that expectation. See, like when a woman when a woman meet a man, he real handsome, he fine to her imagination kicks in. She got a script in her mind. She's looking for stuff from him. She's like thinking, oh, he gonna bring me these flowers. Oh, he's gonna have me screaming in the bedroom. And then when he doesn't, then she's mad. But meanwhile, the average looking guy, she ain't have any expectations, so everything he do is great. He might not bring her flowers either, but you know what? He took her to Red Lobster or something. She's like, oh, wow, oh, okay. He was real funny. They looking for all the good stuff. Because they didn't have, their imagination didn't kick in. They didn't have any expectations, so anything he presents. But see, they meet that handsome man, they'll have expectations. Now, let me be clear on something. Because, you know, I go with the flow and I say, you know, sometimes people think it's never 100%. You might meet that woman, she think you real handsome and stuff, and she good with it. And she cool, and even any flaws that you might have, she ain't even tripping because she's realistic, she's sensible, right? But you still have it. You still have that situation. And any guy, including some men who actually got a legitimate high count and they attract plenty of women because of their physicality and stuff, every man got at least one situation that happened, you know? Because here's the thing, the women themselves, they got their own issues, so they ain't gonna read a situation perfectly, you know? Because sometimes they want you, you got a lot of women, they into that fantasy. They are into that fantasy, so, you know, they got the fantasy, and if you ain't matching the fantasy, shit, they got an issue, because I've had that issue with a woman. They looking for a fantasy. I'm saying, no, I told you what I was about from the get-go. I told you what I was going through. But I wasn't matching the fantasy, so she was like, I was like, all right, you go that way, I'll go this way, you know? But it is what it is. So, I mean, it's the reality. It's the reality. And, you know, and I think really that's a big reason why some handsome men will still have trouble. Because I've talked to a lot of guys and they'll say I'm handsome, but I'm having trouble, or I haven't been with that many women. That expectation thing is a big reason why. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. I'd say tomorrow I'm gonna talk about the confidence thing. And that's not even specifically just for handsome men. I'm gonna just tell you why it works. It's a very simple reason why it works. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.